Hello guys, welcome back to Amstein TV. In today's video, we bring to you top 10 countries with the lowest IQ in the whole wide world. We can say the countries that are not really in any level when it comes to creativity. So let's get to find out. Before we get to that, we are going to see from number 10 down to number one, as we have seen almost some countries have the same level. The distribution of intelligence among population is complex, so influenced by factors like education, socio-economic status, nutrition, and genetics. Despite criticisms of IQ, intelligence quotient, as it stands to represent scores for their cultural biases, they remain a measure of cognitive ability. Data plans, as we have seen, shows that number 10 of this country is Ivory Coast, occupying the average position of 58.16. Same like number 9, Ghana. They hold the same IQ percentage of 58.16. Tied of 9 places are Ivory Coast and Ghana, both West African nations with an average IQ score of 58.16. Despite their relatively high IQ scores compared to other countries on the list, Ivory Coast and Ghana still face intelligence such as poverty, inequality, and political instability, which impact access to quality education and overall development. Those are the type of challenges they face concerning IQ issues. When we come to number 8 and number 7, we are going to see that Guinea stands the chance to rank number 8. Guinea ranked 8 on the list with an average IQ score of 53.48. Despite efforts to improve education and healthcare, Guinea faces challenges such as poverty, political instability, and inadequate infrastructure. Socioeconomic factors and historical influences may contribute to the lower IQ scores observed in Guinea. 7. Nicaragua. Nicaragua ranks 7 with an average IQ score of 52.69. Despite recent economic growth and improvement in education, Nicaragua continues to face challenges such as poverty, inequality, and political instability. Limited access to quality education and socioeconomic disparities contributed to the lower IQ scores recorded in Nicaragua. 6. Gambia. With an average IQ score of 52.68, the Gambia ranks it with an average IQ score of 52.68. Despite effort to improve education and healthcare, the Gambian faces challenges such as high poverty rate, limited access to quality education, and inadequate infrastructure. These factors contribute to the lower IQ scores observed in the country. 5. Cape Verde, with an average IQ score of 52.5. Cape Verde ranks fifth on the list with an average IQ score of 52.5. While Cape Verde has made significant strides in improving education and healthcare in recent years, challenges such as unemployment, poverty, and immigration persist. Socioeconomic factors and historical influences contributed to the relatively lower IQ scores observed in Cape Verde, making them to rank fifth on the table. 4. Guatemala, with an average IQ score of 47.72. Guatemala, a Central African country, ranks fourth on the list with an average IQ, as we have already enumerated. Despite effort to improve education and healthcare system, Guatemala continues to grapple with high levels of poverty, inequality, and social exclusion, particularly among indigenous communities. Limited access to inequality, education, and socioeconomic disparities plays a role in the lower IQ scores recorded in Guatemala. 3. Liberia. And we have on the timeline, not limiting to 3, and 2, Sierra Leone. So, with an average IQ score of 45.07, Liberia and Sierra Leone, located in West Africa, share the second lowest average IQ and the third, respectively, score of 45.07. These countries have endured years of civil unrest, poverty, and inadequate infrastructure, which have undoubtedly impacted education and the overall development of their populations. Conflict-induced trauma, lack of access to education, and healthcare disparities are significant contributors to the low IQ scores observed in these nations. And finally, number 1, Nepal, with an average IQ score of 42.99. Nepal ranked at the bottom of the list with an average IQ score of 42.99. Despite its rich cultural heritage and stunning landscapes, Nepal faces significant challenges in providing adequate education and healthcare to its population, particularly in remote rural areas, limited access to quality education, poverty, and nutritional deficiencies, contributing factors to the lower IQ scores observed in Nepal. So, guys, you have gotten the top 10 country with the lowest IQ scores. What are your own viewpoints, guys? What do you think can be a stepping stone into getting some of this country out of this debt traps where they are already being sinking in? We can see majority of the countries are African countries, except only one country, Nepal, which seems to be an Asian country. Remember, when we earlier discussed about the smartest country with the highest IQ scores, we found out that majority of those countries, almost 7 of them, were Asian countries. So, guys, with this research being done and dusted, you can as well share your own viewpoints. If there is something we need to update, or if there is something we have omitted, then we are like appreciating to learn from the comment section and get to update the research as we can them as soon as possible. Without wasting too much time, thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video for more updates. Stay blessed. Thank you.